These are 3 easy photo shoot ideas for the next time you go to take portraits. First up on our list is a classic parking lot. Find like a good couple lines to like have you sit and then have the angles like come out, you know? We're starting off by placing the model on intersecting lines from the parking spots for a simple geographic and bold shot. We're placing the sun behind her so that way we get those long dramatic shadows. Get creative with your framing here. You can get a classic portrait shot plus some others to change it up, like when I have her in the top corner of the frame here. It's a little unexpected, but can be an effective framing technique. We wanted to change it up and add some variety, so I had her stand on one of these light poles, and to get the pose that I was going for, I actually modeled it for her, which is a great way to show your model exactly what you want to capture. This actually adds to the story and gives you an additional perspective beyond the original shots that you started with. Look for things that are in your environment that you can use to your benefit and round out a larger story. And on the note of looking in your environment, I found this staircase leading up high, so I took the camera up here to get a higher perspective, change up the angle, and get a completely different look that adds to the story, keeping in mind those long shadows, keeping the sun in that same spot. To add some movement, I had her run around a little bit and get that really free-flowing vibe that we wanted from these photos. While I'm somebody that loves to drop down and get an angle from below, I also think a high angle can work great in scenarios, and this is one of those exact situations. You can see again, I'm modeling the pose for her so she knows exactly what I'm looking for. But we don't have to stop there. Adding to the geometric feel of everything, I had her lean against this slanted railing and caught part of it in the photos while she looked off. And that is a great way to focus on her face, get some closer up, more intimate portraits that really just add to the whole story. And to add to the main character energy, as well as just capture the feel and vibe, I'm shooting all of these photos on film between a couple different cameras. To round out the narrative, I wanted a nice wide shot from down below of her sitting beside the car itself, just to tie in that whole parking lot story. We change it up and I stand in front of the camera for some classic longboarding shots. I wanted a feeling of freedom from these photos, so I rode on by and put my arms up, leaning off to the side to really get that feeling. If your model doesn't want to get injured while riding a skateboard, you can just have them throw on a fitting outfit and use that board as a great prop. You can lean against it, you can sit down on it, you can do a whole bunch of different poses, and it actually becomes easier because you have a prop for them to work off of. And maybe if they're a little crazy and want to climb part of a fence, then that can lead to some great photos as well. Always remember to wind your film. When it's done, put some new rolls in, and you're ready for action. Just point the camera in the right direction.
What are you doing there?
Another great tip is to play around with your wardrobe. Take a jacket on, take a jacket off. Throw it over your shoulder. Use any props you have. Throw some sunglasses on. Put them on the collar of your shirt, and you can get a bunch of great looks out of just one simple outfit. And don't be afraid to play around. For number 3, we have a sweet one, and that is ice cream. There's nothing quite like some great pastel tones, so we went with a nice yellow colored mango ice cream. We got a pastel pink shirt, and we have a nice bright blue sky that matches the washed out blue of her jeans. All these 3 colors create a really nice combination, leading for some great photos. And always remember to be on the lookout for some cute pups. I wanted to get some wider shots here, some closer shots. I even had her put the ice cream cone closer to the lens so it would be nice and out of focus, while her face would be in focus, just to change up the perspective a little bit. Now, if that doesn't bring out nostalgia, I don't know what does.
How do you feel?
Exhausted. Shit, you're hot.
Remember to work hard and rest often.